Erik Jones joining us here on RBN after a nice solid run last week at Martinsville.
It was, it ended up being a good day for us. I thought when we got caught up in that wreck late, it was kind of the end of our day, but we ended up coming in and getting it fixed, and it was actually the best it had been all day. So we ended up having a good finish out of it and getting the 5-hour Energy Camry. Another solid day. We got to improve a little bit here at the end of these races, but we're getting better each week.
Cars seem to roll around there pretty good without that right front fender on it.
I think that extra cooling on the tire must have been the secret.
Yeah. Talk about that a little bit. You know, when I was growing up, brakes all the time there. It seemed like guys could really punish the brakes at Martinsville more so than ever now.
Now we can, yeah. It's crazy. We're more concerned about bead temps than the brakes. We can punish them pretty hard all day. Not really have to worry about much brake fade. And as long as we aren't blowing any beads, then we don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. How would you assess your season so far? Obviously, a lot of eyes are on you. Everybody thinks you're the next big deal. Obviously, a lot of hype coming into your career coming up because of your relationship with Kyle. How would you assess your season so far?
I think it's been good. I wish we would have had a few more finishes where I feel like we ran better than where we finished. There was days where we were at Vegas and we ran 7th and 8th most of the day, ended up finishing 15th because we had a bad pit stop. Same kind of thing happened at Fontana. So there was days where I definitely feel like we had better finishes that we should have had. But we've been working on that. We're a new team. It's a brand new pit crew. So all these guys first year in the Cup Series, and we're trying to all get better together. So as long as we keep improving every week, the finishes will come.
We were a pretty good-sized pavement track town at one time. Lakeside Speedway was pavement. I-70 Speedway was open at that time. But now we don't have any pavement tracks. How important is it? Your win down there in 2012, beating Kyle Busch at the Snowball, that kind of shot you out in front of everybody and kind of give you that exposure. What do you say to drivers now that don't have the opportunity to run at some of these pavement tracks like we did? And I know pavement racing across the board at short track racing is kind of dying a little bit. What would you give some young and up-and-coming drivers advice on how to get there because of the lack of pavement tracks?
It's crazy. It's a shame to see a lot of these places closing up. I was lucky to grow up, close to Flint, Michigan, where we had, all kinds of tracks around. I had 3, 4, 5 racetracks within 45 minutes of me growing up, and a lot of great racing series from ASA to CRA to all these places we could go race. So it's really tough out here when you can't travel to these places, and hopefully you can find a local track within an hour and a half and go and run at it each week. That's what I was lucky to have one within 30 minutes of me that I ran at weekly for a couple of years and got my feet wet there and cut my teeth and learned how to race and then started traveling around some in late models. So just trying to knock out those big races where you feel like the eyes are on you and